Right, so we've worked on the jab. We all know how to jab now. What we're going to work on now is the defence to a jab. So, like I said, it's the most common punch in boxing is a jab, so you need to defend it. What we're going to work on straight away is that stance that we've been working on. So, in your stances, hands up nice and high, back teeth closed, chins down, looking down your boxer's brow. It's the best defence to a jab, if necessary, you can have. So watch what happens when Conor gives me his best jab. Absolutely nothing. All that happens is I take it on the gloves, I don't feel it whatsoever. My back teeth are closed, and because I'm leaning forward, my hands protect me. So watch what happens if I start leaning back and getting a little bit scared. My hands come out here and I'm open to hooks, I'm open to other shots all around. So leaning forward, hands up. And I'm looking straight down him, straight down at the boxer's brow. No fear, leaning forward. If you show any kind of fear whatsoever, you're going to be off balance, your hands are going to try and counterbalance you, and you're going to get hit. So, back teeth closed, looking at boxer's brow, hands up, looking down it, and because your hands are up, it doesn't hurt whatsoever. So, you shouldn't need to practice that any more than you already have, because your stance should be absolutely perfect by now. Hands up, back teeth closed, looking down at boxer's brow, slight bend of your knees, leaning forward. One more time. Good. So that's your most basic defence to a jab ever. Your hands should always be up. So even if you get caught when you're not expecting a shot, take them on the gloves. The big pillars, they're designed to take a lot of absorb a lot of the power. So it's the best defence you can have really. From there, we're going to work on a parry. So as he throws his jab out, do it nice and slow to begin with. What I'm going to do, because we're both orthodox boxers, I'm going to use my right hand to parry it, and all I'm going to do is just ever so slightly push in front of my face. So as soon as it's coming nice and slow, I'm going to push it out the direction of my face, away from it. And full power now, so I'm still leaning forward, still showing confidence. So you'll notice both of us hands up nice and high. So my left hand's up, my lead hand's up nice and high. My Conor's back hand's up. So at any point, if one of us starts spinning a bit, trying to try something on, comes back with another shot, it's still there to protect it. So one more time. So you'll notice all I'm doing is moving from here to there, the tiniest movement, and then if I misjudge it and he throws me a feint, I'm only there, and it doesn't matter because I can get my hand straight back. If I start reaching for it, coming to here and he's thrown a feint, he can come back with another shot. So really tiny movements. So that's all a parry is. A parry is one of the most important defences, if not the most important defence in boxing there is. So again, it needs to be practised a lot. If you've got someone you can practice with really slow, not punching each other, all you're going to do is really, really slow, get that jab coming out, and all you're going to do is just push it out the way you face. That's all it's going to be. Normally we'll come back with a counter shot, but for the purpose of this, all we're doing is parrying it. So then we're going to move on to footwork. So if someone's coming to attack you, all I'm going to do is take one little tiny step back. So we're nice and slow. So you'll notice all I've done is just get out of the range of his punch. I'm not trying to go too far. What happens if I go too far? Then all he's going to do is chase after me, and he's eventually going to come down, and then I'm not in any position to punch him back either. So from here, one more time slow, I step back, I can step straight back in with my own shots. If I'm all the way back here, then there's nothing either of us can do, and we've killed all that good work we've been doing up to now. And as a general rule, we don't want to be going in a straight line backwards for too long. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to take one step back, and then one step to the side. One step back, one step to the side. From this position, I can do a lot of damage to him. If I keep going back in a straight line, all that's going to happen is he'll catch up with me. I'm going to be leaning backwards, I'm going to be in a weak position, and he's going to be all over me. Alright, so there's two very, very basic defences. The next one, we're going to go into a lot more depth on a later video, so it's your head work. But all times where your hands are up, you need to be moving this head. You can move it left, right, backwards. They've all got different names, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to call it head movement. So all I'm doing is moving my head, and as these punches come, I'm going to get out of the way of them. I'm using my legs, and I'm using my head together, get out of the way of that jab. So your feet, your hands and your head can all work together to get away from that jab. So these are things you can practice at home as well. As I say, you don't want to be punching each other, but you can get one of your parents or your guardian just to give you some really slow little punches coming at you, and then it's up to you to deal with them however you want. So I'll keep practicing them, and I want perfect technique. I don't care who can punch the hardest or who's the biggest and toughest, it's about the best technique. So keep trying it time and again. Throw some jabs at me, I might parry, might use head movement, might step back. Change it every time and see how good you can get over the next few weeks.